Safety Induction Course. Welcome to Pacific Light Power Plant. Overall plant layout. HSE and major accident prevention policy. We will diligently operate our plant in a social, environmentally responsible manner and create a safe and healthy working environment for our staff, business partners, customers and the community. Security policy. We ensure safe and secure workplace for every employee and personnel. Site security clearance. Minister for Home Affairs has approved to gazette the PLP's power generation plant as a protected place under the Protected Areas and Protected Places Act, PAPPA, Chapter 256 as of the 26th of October 2015. Any person who is in this protected area shall comply with the requirements stipulated in the above-mentioned Act. All access are controlled by card system and monitored by CCTV. Installation closure plan will be activated in the event of terrorism, civil disturbance outside the plant or command from Singapore Police Force and Armed Forces. It will remain closed till release command from Jurong Island Command Center or Singapore Police Force and Armed Forces. Entry to PLP premises. Only allowed entry with V or C pass. Always display security pass on site. Baggage check. Visitors to be escorted by PLP staffs. No photography and video taking. $30 surcharge for lost or damaged PLP pass. Please take note that contractors, visitors who need to be in the process area are required to attend safety induction course before entering the plant. Site IT security. PLP is a certified company for ISO 27001, Information Security Management Systems. Also, PLP is designated as Critical Infrastructure Installation by Cybersecurity Agency of Singapore. All IT devices are controlled to prevent use, access by unauthorized user. Laptops and USB drives are not to be connected to any PLP device, network unless approved and under supervision of PLP staff. IT information system can track data changes made by respective users. Users are to stay safe online. Be cautious about what you receive or read online. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Cybersecurity risks can threaten your finances, identity, and privacy. Downloading or copying without proper authorization is stealing. Plant safety rules. Every routine and non-routine jobs required PTW. Understand the work permit and follow it. Confirm that the work permit is valid. Confirm with the supervisor or the person in charge of the work that it is safe to start work. Relevant safety checklist must be attached. Please ensure the work crew understand the safety and precautionary measure that is stated and shared during toolbox meeting. Supporting documents for PTW. Contractors to submit required WSH documents for PLP team to review in advance. Examples of WSH supporting documents are as follow: method statement, risk assessment briefing record, training certificates, equipment inspection certificates, safety data sheet, other relevant documents. Obtain authorization before overriding or disabling safety critical equipment. Obtain authorization before entering a confined space. Confirm with the supervisor or the person in charge of the work that it is safe to start work. Confirm with the attendant that you can enter a confined space. Follow the requirements of the work permit. Attendants should approve and control access to a confined space. Also, ensure to have means of communication with people in the confined space. Verify isolation before work begins and use proper equipment isolation tools. Understand the isolations that protect you from danger. Confirm with the supervisor or the person in charge of the work that isolations are in place. Confirm with the supervisor or the person in charge of the work that it is safe to start work. Protect yourself against a fall when working at height. Have authorization to work at height environment. Know your fall protection equipment and how to use it. Check equipment before using it. Always tie off 100% when working at height outside of a protective environment. Do not walk under a suspended load. Never cross a barrier controlling an area with a suspended load. Follow the instructions of the signalman or the person in charge of the lifting work. Mark the unsafe area and put barriers in place. Ensure that nobody walks under a suspended load. No smoking within the plant. Only smoke at the designated smoking area. Do not work under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Traffic safety. Only authorized vehicle allowed to enter PLP premises. Speed limit, 15 km per hour. Must not drive under the influence of alcohol. All vehicles shall be parked in designated parking areas only. Do not use mobile phone while driving in the plant. Pedestrians, do not use mobile phone while walking in the plant. Safe reversing of vehicles shall be ensured by contractors in PLP premises. Only enter the process areas with authorization. Assign an attendant or banksman to assisting in maneuvering, loading, or unloading vehicles inside the plant areas. To wind down the vehicle window. Bicycles. No cycling inside building, UMC, EC, WTP and etc. Do not use mobile phone while cycling in the plant. Do not block the emergency exists when parking the bicycle. Reminder signages. Personal protective equipment, PPE. Hard hat with chin strap. FRC uniform. Hearing protection. Eye protection. And safety shoes. When the emergency alarm sounded, stop work and pay attention to the announcement. Public announcement will be made from control room. Phase 1 evacuation. Assemble at Assembly Area 1. Phase 2 evacuation. Assemble at Assembly Area 2. Alarm testing at every Friday at 11 a.m. Maintenance of fire protection system. False alarm. During real emergency or fire drill, stop work and pay attention to the announcement. Turn off all equipments. Quickly walk to assembly area and wait for instructions. Head count will be conducted at assembly area. In case of injury, please inform your immediate supervisor. All injuries must be reported to shift leader and get treatment from PLP first aider. In case of emergency, please call 24-hour emergency contact number 6316-7458 or fire telephone. Overall plant layout. Please follow the red color lines for the emergency escape route. Admin building. Please follow the red color dotted line for the emergency escape route. Assembly Area 1. Beside Administration Office Building. Assembly Area 2. Outside main entrance gate. Attendance taking. All staff and contractors will hand over the PLP access cards to Fire Warden. Fire Warden to hand over the cards to Roll Calling Officer. Roll Calling Officer or Assistant Officer will tap cards to scan attendance. Office Management Team will print out the in-zone, out-zone status to Calling Officer. Signing of attendance will be activated if needed. Emergency signages. Firefighting equipment is for firefighting purposes only. Emergency CO2 release button at gas turbine, generator and power control center. Emergency call point. Do not tamper with this device. Disciplinary action will be taken against any offender. In the event of accidental activation, stay at the call point to assist in informing PLP operation. Plant hazards. Fuel gas receiving station and compressor building. Hazards, explosive atmosphere. Tank farm. Hazards, explosive atmosphere. Power block 10 and 20 powertrain. Hazards, explosive area, heat, noise, high pressure, electricity. Power block 10 and 20 lube oil skid. Hazards, combustible, noise, high pressure and temperature, heat, hot parts. Power block 10 and 20 hydrogen skid. Hazards, explosive atmosphere. Fuel gas tank and skid 10 and 20. Hazards, explosive atmosphere. Feed water pump house. Hazards, heat, noise and high pressure. Heat recovery steam generator, HRSG. Hazards, heat, noise and high pressure. Main transformers. High voltage electrical hazard. Emergency diesel generator. Electrical hazard and flammable. Gas-insulated switchgear building. Electrical hazard. Sea water intake. Hazards. Falling from height. Risk of drowning. Electrical hazard. Machinery hazards. High pressure. Hazardous chemicals. Beware of certain chemicals. Ensure you are properly trained before working around any chemicals. Water treatment plant. Hazards. Toxic chemicals. Following chemicals are using in water treatment plant. Sodium hydroxide, hydrochloric acid, sodium bisulfite, sodium hypochlorite, biocide. Electrochlorination building. Hazards, toxic chemicals. Following chemicals are using in EC plant. Sodium hypochlorite, hydrochloric acid, hydrogen gas. Close cooling water system, PGB, inside UMC. Hazards. Carbohydrazine, corrosive and toxic by contact. Ammonium hydroxide is using for the feed water system, outside UMC 10 and 20. Chemical safety. When dealing with chemicals, ensure that you are fully protected. Refer to the SDS for PPE requirements. Do not touch or remove any unknown containers. All containers must be label and SDS available. In the event where chemicals are splashed onto your body, quickly proceed to the nearest water shower or water tap and rinse yourself for 15 minutes until help arrives. Disposal of chemical wastes. Use the proper bins. For used oil and toxic substance, collected in drums and discarded according to PLP procedure. Toxic industrial waste such as sludge, scales and waste oil to be disposed in the red stripe containers. Chemical waste. Contractor's car park is located outside the entrance gate. Keep pest at bay. Dispose properly and keep the bin close at all time. Please, do not throw the rubbish into the spill kit. The 5 steps of Take 5. First, stop and look. Second, think through the task. Third, identify hazards. Fourth, control and communicate. Finally, do the job safely. We have come to the end of the training. Thank you for paying attention. For assessment, please follow the instructions from the next slide. Please fill up all the required information correctly. There are total 15 MCQ and the passing rate is 80%. Participant needs to correct at least 12 out of 15 MCQ. Participant can retake the test until pass. Scan the QR code or type given link in your internet browser.